to oblige us. And I'm really grateful that he has made this trip because when I felt his body, the temperature was quite high. And that's because of the love he has for the organizers of this event. So my brief protocol is to recognize His Excellency Mr. Peter Obi, a great man, a great Nigerian, a great African, a great citizen of the world, because when you get to a position in life where your name is recognized globally, there's nothing more, much more to achieve, and especially when that recognition is positive. A lot of what I do these days, a lot of the people that give me their time, that accept me to interact with them, is because they believe that actually I'm close to His Excellency. And by him being here today, is actually making my stock to rise as well, because that's a confirmation that at least I know him. So Your Excellency, you're most welcome. My most revered Monsignor Professor Obi, I don't want to say publicly what I think about you, I'm sure you know this. I can't thank you enough for what you do for humanity. Let me put it this way, because you're a global citizen, and you brought quite a lot of globalized worldview to this part of the world, to Enugu, to the southeast, and to Nigeria. Always appreciate you, sir, and also being around you and knowing you. It makes me feel and look better than I am. Let me acknowledge other members of the Jams Travel Business School Board. But I'm not going to read the speech. You will get to see it. If you want my number, you can have that. But if you have access, and I believe all of us have access to the travel school online platforms, you can get to see my speech. My job this morning is, or this afternoon is actually easier now, and that's nothing else but to introduce our keynote speaker. He's none other than Governor Peter Obi. He is a man that has led from the front at every level, both in the private sector, in the banking sector, in the government, and now in politics. His style is different. If you want to judge it the way you judge Nigerian politicians, you get it wrong. It's different, and that's why he appeals to people like me who acknowledge that difference and appreciate that difference, and also notice that this is what Nigeria needs, that difference in thinking. Because if you carry on doing the same thing the same way all the time, the result will be the same. And if you like the result you're getting, fine for you. But if you don't like it, you have to think of an alternative and of alternatives. This is not politics. We're not here for politics. We're here for culture. We're here for the business of tourism. We're here to talk about Nigeria, what we can do to encourage the operators in this sector, because not only are we able to change positively the GDP of this great country, the economy of this great country, through job creation, through employment, and in so many ways, the hospitality sector. And I'm also glad that Enugu is hosting this, coming off the back of a wonderful hosting of 20,000 lawyers, NBA Member Association lawyers in the last week. A great number of hotels in town, number of sites. It is now time, and we shut the music please, it's now time to listen to the great man, and we're privileged enough to be here live, to witness, and to see, and I thank him, because I may not get the opportunity to say thank you to him again. I thank him not just for coming, but for, if you were out there to see what happened out there in the market square, before the market square, you will know that this is a man that walks his talk and leads by example. His Excellency Mr. Peter Obi.
Like this. Let me start, because all these people in front there are my friends, so let me start with fair and simply and do your plans. Like my brother Ben has said, I told you, it's unfortunate that if you can't be sick, like my son they tell you you're sick, you stay home. And I told them today I have to be in the room. He said when I go to him, say you can do some doctor. Ben would have preferred you to come here, even treat anything. I said I'm not coming. But let me start by thanking you, the organizers of this event, and those who are working hard in the area of tourism in Nigeria. It know, whenever I say Nigeria is a productive country, the first thing people say to me is, what are you trying to say? What are you trying to say? Whenever I shout that we must move the country from consumption to production, I talk about every area. No area in particular you say the country is working. No area. Because if there is, you will see the difference in everything. Tourism, for example, can generate a lot of income for Nigeria. We have very interesting places to go. Even we in Nigeria don't. I can tell you, the average Nigerian today, he has the opportunity, wants to fly to Europe, wants to fly to America, where there's little or nothing to see, than go around Nigeria where we have a lot to see and appreciate. I told Ben an interesting story. Years back, I wore and trained a normal local clothes. And I went to a shopping center in London with a friend of mine, which is my Kano. And the white man saw me and said, this looks awesome. It's fantastic. Where did you buy it? I said, it's from Nigeria. I said, oh, that's far away. I won't have that. But I said, maybe when I'm coming back again, if you give me your contact, I'll buy one for you. And he talked to me and said, what if I buy this one you're wearing? And I gave him a price that was over. I said, okay, yes, you can buy it for £100. This is something I sold them for about less than £10. He said, yes, I'll wait here. So I just jumped into my car, drove to my house, changed it and brought it down for £100. Now what it takes? Comparable countries with Nigeria are making a fortune from tourism. Today, after they had BRICS country, if I don't know, after the BRICS country were introduced, which was Brazil, Russia, India, and China, then South Africa eventually, another one that did. They tried to form what they call mint country. Those mint countries were Mexico, Indonesia, Nigeria, and Turkey. If you go along those countries I mentioned today, the other three are making a fortune from tourism. Mexico is making a lot of revenue today from tourism. Indonesia, you know areas of Indonesia, Bali, everything, are making a fortune from tourism. Turkey, of all these countries, the nearest one to us is Turkey. So I'm going to use Turkey to show you what is happening. Turkey today, in terms of land size, Turkey and Nigeria is only about 20% bigger than Turkey. Turkey is about 783,000 just plus square kilometers. We are 923,000 thereabouts square kilometers. Turkey in 2024 made $61.something billion from tourism. That is far more that we make from oil and all other foreign revenues from tourism. 62 million people visit Turkey in 1 year. have. We don't even make 10% of what they make from tourism. For tourism. We're not even making that. So imagine if I focus on local tourism. And if we're able to make a third of what they're making, that should be about $20 billion from tourism. And we have what it takes to do that. We have what it takes to do that. We have sites, good places to go, everything from villa to everything to the case. We have so many places to go, which we're not doing, and everything. And I always say it, whenever we talk, people say, oh, maybe you're criticizing the government. I'm not criticizing any government. We can't have a situation where we have leaders who will tell us every day that we're going to holidays abroad. The Turkish president does not leave Turkey for holidays in another person's country. The American president doesn't travel out of America for holidays. Neither do other leaders in the world go outside their country for holidays. That is what we must institute. Those who say they are leaders, you are on holidays and everything, as senators, legislators, House of Rep members, House of Assembly members, instead of going to visit even their own constituency, they go abroad. It will not work. I challenged last time, I said, what if the president decides to go and spend 1 week in Enugu? We used to have a very good lake there, a very smooth lake. What if he decides to go to Taraba, Mambila? What if he decides to go to Yankari? What if he decides, the only way this thing can, what if he decides to go to Abuja? There's so many places we can go, but we're not going there. Everybody's excited about going to London, which, to the best of my knowledge, I'm not saying it's not good to go, but we need to develop domestic tourism. It is critical. A source, an immense source of revenue. These are the things that I keep saying that we should encourage, support, and making sure. I just show you a country, what they make. But because we have oil money we're sharing, nobody here wants to be productive. Everybody just thinks every month, let's go and do it. I must thank those who are organizing this. I can thank the governor of Enugu State, who I can see is trying to put a few infrastructures that is trying to bring Enugu back. Why would somebody from Enugu, those of us from this part of the world, I'm going to Enugu for my holidays? I can tell you, to spend a week in Nikele here, it's better than to spend 2 months in most of our places to travel to. But here you go home and tell your people we are going to Enugu for our holidays. Nobody will be excited. It's true. If you go home now and say, oh, listen, everybody, we are going to Enugu for holidays. Everybody will keep quiet. If you say we are going to London, everybody will jump up. Right? But for us to achieve that, there's a lot we need to do. We need to secure the country. It is critical. Because there's nothing Kenya, most part of Africa, Mauritius and everything, live off tourism. To make a fortune. So it is important that we develop this sector aggressively. There's opportunity in this sector. We can use it to become one of those areas that will help us building a better country. I just show you a country less than our size. We have all it takes. terms of water, in terms of scenery, we have more than Turkey. Most of it. If we harness it, if we do the right things. I'm not targeting that we're going to start tomorrow and make what they're making. But we cannot continue the way we're going. We have this critical area. In Turkey, tourism is employing millions of people. Because one of the places that, if it's working, millions of people will be employed. The airports, the facilities, you might not know, most airports in Enugu, in Nigeria, actually unprofitable. But imagine if they develop domestic tourism. You see 20 flights coming to Enugu every day. The hotels will be filled up. This will be working because the effect of tourism is that it is something that is so, its contribution is so immeasurable. But I can tell you, as a big country like Nigeria, I don't think tourism contributes even 1% of our GDP. But go to other countries, you will see, like I said, I'm talking about Turkey, contribute about between 7 and 10 to their GDP. They take it as a serious government focusing, they call it Project Future.